Pride in our past, faith in our future. Red Bay is nestled in the northwest corner of the state in Franklin County. The oak trees, planted by the Garden Club in 1937, issue a Main Street welcome through the tunnel of trees. Originally inhabited by the Chickasaw Indians in what was then part of the Mississippi Territory, Red Bay became home to settlers when the Illinois Central Railroad came through the area. Named for the rich red clay and the abundance of bay trees, Red Bay officially became incorporated on July 17, 1907. The following year ushered in the first banking institution and businesses opened to serve this farming and lumber community at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. Citizens worshiped in a brush arbor, which became the site of the first school. Historic preservation and progressive leadership are reflective of the town's spirit. Many ancestors of Red Bay's founding fathers still reside in this thriving city with several homegrown industries, including 2 Fortune 500 companies. The Red Bay Museum, Arts and Entertainment Center, Bay Tree Council for the Performing Arts, Cypress Cove Farm, and the school, hospital, churches, library, newspaper, radio, television, civic organizations, and a golf course blend past with present in providing an enhanced quality of life. Bear Creek Lakes, surrounding the place Native Americans once called home, are popular recreational areas. Holding sentinel to the north are Freedom Hills, fertile with folklore and lush southern forests. In 2007, Red Bay began its centennial celebration underneath a canopy of radiant crepe myrtles with the official proclamation during high noon in the park. The story unfolded through many celebrations, Founders Fest, and the Big Picnic 100th birthday party, a time capsule placed in Bay Tree Park and containing artifacts from the year of remembering will be exhumed in 2058, which are many years down the road. But this is Red Bay, Alabama. Let's go. Good afternoon, everyone. This is P9 with another vlog, and I am in the city of Red Bay, Alabama, located close to the Mississippi border. Now, Red Bay is a city in Franklin County with a population of 3,232. And Red Bay was originally known as Vincent's Crossroads and initially located further southwest along Gum Creek. Now, Red Bay is a branch of the Illinois Central Railroad, which was constructed through the area in 1907. So we're gonna delve a little bit more into the railroad history right here in Red Bay. It's also located near a lumber yard. So there goes some old, like what looks like a lumber yard over there. I'm heading into downtown Red Bay. I'm on 4th Avenue, the main drag. I have a Red Bay smoking vape right over there. I have a coffee shop called Lost Pines, which opened in 2022. That's Bay Tree Park across the street over there. We'll get there later on. But over here is Red Bay City Hall. This is Red Bay City Hall. Now, what's interesting about Red Bay City Hall, it actually had to be rebuilt because the original City Hall building was destroyed by fire. According to a news article that I read from Channel 48, WAFF, a squirrel landed on a transformer that sent electrical wires crashing into the building. Within minutes, the building was set ablaze. There were 2 inmates and a dispatcher inside of the original City Hall building. Thankfully, no one lost their lives in this event because the police chief at the time, he had basically opened up a door to free the 2 inmates and the dispatcher to rescue them from the building. So the police chief in the process sustained minor injuries, but fortunately there was no fatalities in this event. So, but ever since then, the City Hall was rebuilt, and here it is presently sitting on this building, sitting on this site right here. So shout out to the police chief and the first responders, fire department, all of them. As we continue down 4th Avenue. So right over there is what's called the Tiffin Lumber Yard. So it appears as if lumber is still a part of the regional or the local industry. As you can see, lumber yard over there called Tiffin. And they have the Red Bay News across the street. So they have a news publication right here in the town, or in the small city, I should say. Bank Independent. And it goes to string lights. You know I love the string lights in the city. So here's the string lights right here. And here goes the Illinois Central Railroad. So it looks like a water tower right here. And there's some you know, replicas of railroad cars, of the caboose and the locomotives. There goes the EBT locomotive, and this is the Illinois Central car right here. So it sits right downtown. Clouds are getting heavy, as you guys can see. Right here is the historic Red Bay Hotel. It looks as though this hotel is still in operation. But yeah, this is the Red Bay Hotel right over here. This is the corner of 1st Street and 4th Avenue. How about that? They have a Napa Auto Parts store right here in downtown. Cross right here. Hotel Red Bay. Here's some artwork right here. There's There's a dairy bar. It's this is a painting of a dairy bar by, I believe that says Art Kennedy in 2014. It's another painting right here, same artist. Style Shop. Style Shop was owned and operated by Edith Bostick Bullen and Alta Bullen Wilson. The store was located in the building next to the Revenue Office location today. Mrs. Bullen and Mrs. Wilson sold top of the line ladies wear, some of which can be seen at the museum. Okay, little history right here. And here's a painting of, here's like a artwork of the Red Bay School. This was taken from the history written in 1976 by Louise Dillard, Nancy Bingham, and Gerald Jackson for Carl Elliott's 100 Years of Memory. So the first schoolhouse was built prior to 1900 by local citizens. It was a one-room sculpture or structure located near the present site of First United Methodist Church. And in 1902, Miss Molly Mallory and Mr. Ed Hester were two of the teachers. So in 1926, the Red Bay School building burned down. Classes were held in the churches and old theater building while a new school was being built. In 1927, a new brick building was constructed on the present school site. In the 1930s, the agriculture and home economics building was added. As enrollment increased, extra classrooms and lunchrooms were added to the high school building. In 1949, a gym was constructed. And this is, and over time it became a vocational school, and the old agriculture and home economics building was remodeled and made into a band room and music hall. So this is the painting by Art Kennedy, 2015, of the old Red Bay School building. So some more artwork by Art Kennedy. Now this is the Morrow True Love Implement Company. David Morrow opened Morrow Hardware and Furniture Company in 1932. In the early years, he sold caskets and embalmed bodies in the corner of the store. So that's a painting of Morrow True Love. So at the time, no funeral home was located in Red Bay. So he started selling John Deere tractors and renamed the store Morrow Hardware and Implement Company. So there's a list of homes and businesses in Red Bay, Alabama around the year of 1906. It's a whole list of them right here. And there's also a map of Red Bay around 1906. Pretty cool history right over here. Remember, they had the, as we saw not too long ago, the Tiffin Lumber Yard. Well, this over here is the Tiffin Supply Company. That it's a hardware store that sells hardware, lumber, and plumbing supplies. So Tiffin Supply Company. So that name Tiffin must be like a family name right here in Red Bay. Tri-State Insurance. There's a barber shop right here. Local barber shop right here downtown. Bay City celebrations, like they sell shoes and clothing. Red Bay Nutrition. And here goes a mural of some angel wings, it looks like. Nice artwork of angel wings right here. And Caitlin Kilgore Art is the artist responsible for this nice work of art. Really cool angel wings mural. Bay Beauty House and Salon. City Auto Parts. Empowered Spa and Wellness. Community Spirit Bank over there on the left. And look at this rock right here with the that has like a little fountain coming out of it. The water coming out of these rocks. It's really nice. Surrounded by these stones right here. And here's some information pertaining to the railroad depot and Hotel Red Bay. So there is a drawing of the original Red Bay Hotel, which was constructed in 1907, and the same year that the Illinois Central Rail line was ran through Red Bay. This hand drawing was by Reynard Fabianke, MD. I hope I pronounced the last name right. Fabianke, or I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I did not get the pronunciation correct, but it was 1982 when he made this hand drawing. And the same artist with hand drawing, Reynard, he made a drawing of this depot, a Red Bay, which was also constructed in 1907. The depot, a treasured landmark in the history and growth of Red Bay, was built by Illinois Central Railroad in 1907. The trains provided a lifeline for towns like Red Bay. They brought necessities like sugar, flour, cheese, canned goods, etc. The trains also brought heavy items such as automobiles, hardware, farm implements, and machinery. They were also means for local shipments of lumber, sand, cotton, and furniture. So remember earlier we saw the lumber yards. Now it was a couple of them that were abandoned. It looks like one of those areas was abandoned. It was an abandoned lumber yard. So it looked like it was heavily used during this time in the late 19th to early 20th century. A small Illinois Central passenger train with 3 coaches furnished the first dependable transportation that people of Northwest Alabama and Northeast Mississippi had. It was called Dude or Doodlebug. The city of Miami, Illinois Central's crack passenger train came through Red Bay nonstop on its regular run from Chicago to Miami. It gave local residents a chance to get a passing look at this modern advance in railway passenger service. Red Bay would serve many years by two locals, one northbound and one southbound between Corinth, Mississippi and Haleyville, Alabama. So the depot was a favorite place to see trains as they rolled in and departed. Many folks were held captive over the years by the Iron Horse with its steam engine. Children played regularly in the Illinois Central Railroad Park across the tracks. The last train rolled through Red Bay in 1990. Plans were in process to move and preserve the depot when it mysteriously burned. Now that was the history of the depot, but now the hotel history. Red Bay Hotel is over 100 years old. The property dates back to 1838 when Littlebury Vincent was the owner. The hotel was built in 1907. It was then called Central Hotel. The building was torn down in 1924 and a new hotel was built, and the name changed to Hotel Red Bay. It was later changed to Red Bay Hotel. The hotel had 30 rooms with walls 3 bricks thick, and the lobby was nicely furnished. The front desk was rounded on one corner where the registered books were kept. So here are some of the interesting guests that we were touring the country, and Western singers and movie stars who booked by the Bay Theater for live stage shows. Band members and stagehands for Tex Ritter. Tex Ritter also by the way, is the late John Ritter's father. He was John Ritter is famous for his starring role as Jack Tripper in Three's Company. So Don Redberry, Ernest Tubb, Pinky Lee, George Gabby Hayes, Smiley Burnett, Lash LaRue, and many others stayed there. After dinner in the evening, the atmosphere was like a big group of friends gathering in the lobby to play checkers, rook, dominoes, or canasta. The hotel was one of the first to get a television. Renters and locals would gather in the lobby to watch. Off the lobby was a barbershop and a shoe shine stand. Joe Rogers and his brothers Sam and Hubin were the first operators. The fourth chair was added, and they were joined by Hardy Alverson. The front porch was a popular gathering place where people would gather just to kill time or just watch people pass by. Red Bay Hotel was a thriving business for many years. The hotel closed its door in 1977. The owner at that time was John Swindle. In later years, he donated the front desk, staircase, and many other items to Red Bay Museum, where they could be seen today. The Red Bay Hotel holds many pleasant memories for many people. It was purchased by a former resident who was in the process of restoring the hotel to its former glory. Hopefully in the near future, the doors will open again. So apparently, the hotel that we passed by, it is obviously the original building, the Red Bay Hotel original building, but it looks as though it might not be a functional hotel after all. But I think that is the plan, to restore it to where it is a functional hotel in the near future. Now I don't know if that's already been done, or if that's because I'm not sure how long ago that was posted up there, that information. But nevertheless, it's still a historical building that was maintained and managed and preserved for many years after it closed back in 1977. Before I proceed, I just want to take this time to read this marker that was dedicated to Chancellor Waldrop. It's called Chancellor's Fountain. In memory of Chancellor Waldrop, a victim of child abuse, may he live on in our hearts as a reminder of the true blessings of a child. And this marker was sponsored by Sunshine Mills, Community Spirit Bank, Bank Independent, CBNS Bank, and Valley State Bank, along with Piggly Wiggly. R.I.P. Chancellor Waldrop. Over here in front of the Red Bay Police Department, and also the fire department right over here on 5th Avenue. As I make my way towards Bay Tree Park. It's a little after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's much cooler, a little windy, with a possibility it's going to rain. But look at the nicely cut grass right here. as I make my way into Bay Tree Park, right here in Red Bay. It's like a really cool place to chill, take a nice little stroll, whether it be a morning stroll or an afternoon stroll, or maybe even a night stroll, bike ride, whatever the case may be. You got this nice gazebo over here. It has the lights up here. As you can see, they have the lights up there. Plenty of seating over here. You also get a pretty good, nice view of the City Hall from over here. There's some more seating areas over there. And here's a monument, or a little memorial in memory of the fallen heroes of September 11, 2001. We will not waver, we will not tire, we will not falter, and we will not fail. Peace and freedom will prevail. And that's a quote from President George W. Bush back in 2001. And it also has the Red Bay Police Department listed on there. And as you can see right over here is an etching of the Twin Towers that went down on 9/11. So RIP once again to all those who lost their lives in the 9/11 tragedy. And the Bank of Red Bay donated all flagpoles to the city of Red Bay in July of 1987. So very community oriented. You can see the flags right here, the flag of Alabama and the American flag. And here's another marker. The city of Red Bay has erected this monument in honor of the men and women who have served in the armed forces of the United States of America. This was July 1987. All right. Very well, very well. And if you look over here, let me go down this way. There's an event on Saturday, September 27, 2025. So a little over a week from now, they're going to host their annual, what looks like Founders Festival, right here at Bay Tree Park. Okay, so they have a festival. Very well, very well. And there goes another memorial right there. This memorial was erected by the Veterans Park Club in 1997 in tribute to the citizens of the Red Bay area who served and sacrificed in defense of their country in World War I, World War II, Korea, Persian Gulf, and Vietnam Wars. So the Veterans Park Club are the ones who erected this really nice monument in honor of those locals, Red Bay soldiers. Shout out to them. And here goes another part of the Red Bay Park. Bay Tree Park. And it's just a couple more seats over here. Nice nice trees with the plants on them, the flowers. Looks like the fall leaves are starting to come into play. And last but not least, we wanted to come over here and get this mural of Red Bay. Red Bay, established in 1907. So it's just an illustration of the area, the local town. Looks like you have a mule right there, and it looks like you have all these logs and lumber. Again, it speaks to the lumber industry right here in Red Bay. You also have what looks like a forest, and let me see, roll over here. You also have the Civil War, World War I and World War II vets right there, and you have the horse and carriage, which is how they delivered mail back in the day, the U.S. mail. And also you have what looks like the Red Bay High School, the Red Bay Tigers, which is a local high school here. And there's the football team right there. There goes a cheerleader, and there goes the band. And also, this points to the tornado that affected this area back in the 2000s, much like the rest of Northwest Alabama. So a really nice, nicely designed mural. There goes the Red Bay Depot right there, and there goes the railroad, the locomotive right here through Red Bay on the railroad tracks. The cotton fields right there. And this mural was done by Sean Wallace and Dora Wallace in 2007. Shout out to Sean Wallace and Dora Wallace for this really nice artwork displayed right here by Bay Tree Park in downtown Red Bay. And the restoration was by Tony Bullard in 2024. So Tony Bullard did the restoration. Shout out to Tony Bullard and Sean Wallace and Dora Wallace. And this is part of the Sweet Home Murals celebration of Alabama Mural Trail. Really nice artwork. And that being said, good people, this concludes the vlog right here in Red Bay, Alabama. Thank you guys for rocking with me on this vlog. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. And once you hit the notification bell, make sure you select all. That way you get notified each and every time I drop a new vlog. With that in mind, good people, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one. Peace.